Hi Collective, welcome to the channel, Cosmic Divine Dreamer. Hi everyone. So this is going to be a morning reading that I'm doing for all of you, for whoever feels guided to it. Alright, I have no idea what it's going to be about. I just want to get some answers, right? As there's a lot going on in the Collective. I've been getting a lot of revelations, a lot of realizations, right? Oh my gosh, just so much. So, you know, I get downloads just like for all of you while I'm doing the reading, so I just kind of want to see what's going on. So I felt guided to the light seers, so we're gonna see what's popping. Okay, what am I connecting with at this time? What's going on? Tell me. Half the deck just flipped over. That doesn't ever happen. They're showing me the Chariot, so there's some sort of movement happening. And the Hierophant. That's my Divine Source God card. Okay? Divine's making some sort of movement. Some sort of change. Right? What's going on here? That's why it's probably like I'm not getting clarity at this time. Like, it's like I'm waiting for the next paths to appear. It's like when you fully just give your faith and your trust into the divine, like where you're going, what you're doing. Like that's kind of what I'm doing. So, you know, and even being a psychic and having all of these gifts, like, I don't know if it's for my protection to not see because I keep having the enemy go after me. So I kind of feel like that's what's going on. That it's being revealed to me. Divine's like, yeah, thank you, Source. Two of Swords, look at that. But if you look, you see how she's blindfolded and those birds, right? It's like they're tying her up, they're tangling her up. She doesn't know where she's going. See, there's still a lot of this going on, right? That's why I've been feeling to up my protection with wearing more black, things like that. Because the enemy is really after me. I think they figured me out. I think the cat's out of the bag. Anyway, I've released some enemies, right? Because I'm onto their plan. Yeah, I released the damn devil. So because I did that, yeah, devil's big mad. Doesn't have control over me anymore. So Divine's guiding me, and I'm not letting them steer me off pathway. And I kind of feel like Divine's making sure of that. That's why I'm being guided and protected, but I don't really know everything. I don't really know where I'm going, what I'm doing, because if I did, then they would be able to get into it. I mean, I got people scrying on me and everything else. Yeah, I know what you're doing. I can do it too, but you know, I work with light magic, not dark magic. So everything you send is just reflecting it right back at you. Yeah, look, Seven of Swords. This is what I feel the enemies are doing at this time. They're trying to be very calculated. With what they're doing. I feel like I need to say this another way. The divine is like being really strategic, really. I said the divine. I meant to say this. See, I feel it's both sides. I feel, yeah, and this is really a spiritual battle that's going on here. It very much is. And it's really out of your hands. See, Nine of Cups. She's fully surrendering. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Fully surrendering to the divine to catch me, to guide me. All I had to do was get into this energy here. Right? Into this Nine of Cups energy. Being free, focusing on me. Right? So even this Page of Wands, look, she's tossed the wand up in the air there. You know, like, here you go. It's like passing off the baton, right? Like, I've passed it off. Like, okay, you got it now. Guide me, right? So that's kind of what's going on here. So, see, you were protecting something. You were holding on to something closely, but now it's been passed off. It ain't in my hands now. I can't come after me for it. If this isn't making sense, then don't worry about it. It's not for you. Who is meant to, this is to make sense for, that's on this collective, that I am will understand that, right? Because see, not everybody's on the same frequency. Like, we're all connected to divine source energy, you know, our higher selves and things like that. You know, when we connect with that, we're connecting with divine energy, right? Divine source, God. But there's different levels, right, that you reach with your levels of consciousness, right? So if you don't understand what I'm delivering in the messages, okay, if certain parts aren't fitting, it's just not on a level of your understanding for your consciousness level. You may get guided back to the stream later and it's going to make sense to you. But there's a small collective, right, that could be higher than you that may understand the messages, right? So if that's what they were showing me before this too. Maybe they wanted me to explain. I feel like I need to get like a notebook and show, right? Now, I think you guys understand what I mean. The way that I explain is there's different like rankings and levels of where you're able to access certain information. Maybe they do it that way too because you have to be able to be protected. It's like when you're given certain knowledge, you have to be very careful with how you use it. And they don't want it to get into the wrong hands. So if it's something you don't understand, then it's not meant for you to at this time, right? But we're all ever evolving and expanding our consciousness and things like that. It's not to say it won't. Anyway, I love the Empress in this deck too. It's so beautiful. See, because she's birthing the new Earth. And this is really what this is about. You know, we hold, us chosen ones, Earth Angels, Starseeds, we hold the blueprints from within us for creating the new Earth, right? She's birthing a new Earth right here. I just realized that. See, and I was really guided to this deck. It's a newer deck, right? Like, it just came out in the past a year or two, right? And I was really guided to get it. And I could only find the mini. I really want the big one, right? But I haven't really been felt called to use it till as of late. And it's just so colorful, which to me is representing major chakra. I just realized too, it looks like she's got wings on her back, but it's really water and a bunch of fish, right? So this to me really much is like representing like a water goddess, right? And I've been getting guided to, I forget which goddess it is, but I was reading this story about her where she it was like the first goddess, right? We're creating, when she was creating man, and they were trying to create for the earth, something happened where she wasn't being appreciated, she wasn't being honored, respected, so she had went up to the moon, and they couldn't, and she was the goddess over water, right? And the flowers and just all of that, everything in earth kept dying, and nothing was growing, nothing without her. Like, she was very much needed, that they had to go get her to come back here. So she, you know, this has to do with the very, very beginning. Like I said, for some of you, not going to understand this, right? Because the ones that were here in the very beginning are here now. We've incarnated here. Very, very powerful beings. That's why I said some of us have been found out. It's the ones from the very, very beginning, like biblical times, even before that, the ancient goddesses and things like that, are incarnating here. A lot of us have been holding these our entire lives and been in hiding, and, you know, through this level, through these activations, which these came in through the light codes, right? Through these portals, these gateways, through the solar flares and all of that. They carry light codes, right? So activation, I'm getting for some of you, you need to get outside, outdoors. It's going to integrate to getting in the sunlight. I know that I've been isolated, I've been protected, I've been told to stay certain places for a little while, so I have. But now I'm feeling it, because it was very, very important for me to go through major advancements and accelerated activations being in isolation. But now I know they're calling me to get out to the sun, because now it can cause these massive accelerated advancements when you get into the sun, because it's like you get these coatings that come through these portals and these gateways, but then when you get out, sometimes it's moon rays too, and solar, and getting out in solar rays too. It's going to activate the codes that came within, and it's going to cause major activations, awakenings, downloads, and things like that. All right, so this is all important for the birthing of the new earth, right? Because we hold the light codes within us, right? So anyways, yeah, a lot of ancient goddesses are awakening to their power, right? Activating these things, doing a lot of work, right? That's why if you're being called to be in isolation, spend time alone, do that. Because we do a lot of this is in meditation and things like that, or in a dreamscape. A lot of things are happening on levels, right? That you're not aware of, right? So for some of you, you could have had the enemy coming in, trying to distract you, trying to stop you from getting these integrations, these downloads, these upgrades, doing the spiritual work that you do. That's something that I realized is, whenever I would try to have peace and quiet, I was always getting disrupted. And it was like somebody was always trying to mess with me. I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And when nothing was wrong, it was like I was constantly getting pulled out of my state when I was work. You know, it's like somebody didn't want me to be quiet, right? Well, they removed them. So don't fight certain people or situations being removed. You guys are doing a lot of work. Things are going to be moving very fast with the Eight of Wands. Fast movement. Yeah, see, look at this. This is beautiful. The Temperance. Juggling the sun and the moon. Alchemy. Alchemy is created when you come from a place of being balanced, right? There's also very important unions that are coming together too. I've seen the Queen of Cups down below, and now I'm looking at the King of Cups. King of Cups looks like confirmation. King of Cups is meditating here. There could have been King of Cups that recently went through activations, downloads by finally getting some time to calm down, getting away from, I'm hearing perpetual. I don't even use that word. That's just been under large amounts of stress, like chaos and conflict, trying to stop them from finding that place. So Tower moment with Ten of Wands. There's major shakeups happening, foundations coming down and things like that. Ten of Wands. See, things you were bogged down, burdened down, to try to stop you from being free, to be able to stopping you from being able to create. You could be seeing 1010. If you are, confirmation that this is your reading, that you are definitely coming to a place now of creation. You're definitely part. So you hold the keys and the codes. Like, look at this sacred geometry in here. You hold the key to legacy, to the new earth, to the Ten of Pentacles. That's everything. That's new earth. That's creation. That's, yeah, oh my gosh. I just noticed there's 3 tens. Damn, and it's, look at that, 3 tens. You see the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Cups, or Ten of Pentacles. I keep saying Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh, look, it's right here. Wow, there are 4 tens here. I told you, oh my gosh, because this is everything. This is the reset. And this is, I don't think I've ever done a reading where I had 4 tens like that all next to each other. My decks are never in order either. I don't put them back in order. And it was like 2 tens were like on this deck, or on this side of the deck, and 2 were on this side. So I had split it on 10-10. The major split is happening, this shift. Higher levels, you know, of consciousness are going, that's kind of what happens, right? So you have this, and it's the Ten of Pentacles, well, they have me put them that way. I don't know if I pulled them that way, but the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups is over here. The Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands is over here. This is the split. All of that heavy darkness, the pain, and all of that is over here. You're being shifted and you're being guided away. And that's something that I finally realized is that, like, I always thought it was me being a dreamer and all of that, where I'm always in this creative energy of, you know, building, creation, looking for new ways to do things. And everybody that's been surrounding me has always been trying to pull me back down. It's like when I've got these ideas of of new or whatever, and 1440 on the clock as I say that. And then others are like, no, that's not going to work out, because then they'll bring up something from the past. And I'm just always like, why are you constantly talking about a negative way of why it's not going to work, or trying to pull me? Like, you could be noticing that certain people might have always been dwelling on the past, always trying to pull you on the timeline. You need to realize that this is the split, right? It's like, not everybody's meant to go to this new, beautiful pathway. Not everybody gets to go. And to have this new earth of high vibration of love and light, you can't have the darkness there. And unfortunately, there are a lot of dark, like, it's something that happens at a soul level. It's like, if you can't let go of hate in your heart, because people can act like they're love and light and beautiful, but if they have hate in their heart, they're the ones that are going to be in this dark energy. They're the ones that are going to be, you know what I mean? Like, there are so many fake people that's where, like, where am I going with it? There's so many ways I can go with this, because, like, I'm getting this big thing is, like, people that think that they're better than others because they're very, very religious. Well, if you're very, very religious, all right, and you're obsessively on that, then you're actually, you turn it dark. Because if you're too obsessed with something, if you don't have that true compassion in your heart, you can say you're religious and highly connected with God, but if you have hate in your heart, you're not connected with God. That's what people don't understand, right? Just because you're fully dedicated, you're going to church every day, you're reading that, you're being a Bible banger and all of that. No, you don't have love in your heart, you're shut off. That's what I mean. And a lot of people don't even realize how they did weaponize religions and stuff by getting you into chanting. And people don't realize that. When you're repeating things and you're chanting and you're praying away and you're giving your power away and you're giving into fear and things like that. And that's where I said they weaponized it. And I could go so many different ways with this. And there are a lot of demonic forces and things like that run through very religious people. I shared 3 of the type of, like, the Ahab spirit, Leviathan, and like the Jezebel spirit, you know, and the Jezebel spirit runs very highly, you know, and that's, you know, of jealousy and envy and things like that. Like, somebody could be really, really religious and think that they're so connected, and that's what happens. And a lot of people are like, well, I'm dedicated, I go to church on Monday, Wednesday, whatever, I do that. It doesn't matter, right? Especially if you've gone your whole life, because some have been born into these occult, like, they turned it into worshiping. You were never supposed to worship. You're supposed to know that you are one with divine source energy, with God. You are one with God. You were never separated, right? So they get us to pray away. They get us to... So a lot of you... It's like, this is when you awaken to Christ consciousness. This is the awakening, right? This is how you ascend to the new earth. And if you can't let go of that, then it's because you have too much pain, blockages, hurt, whatever. And that's why we're here. You know, we're here trying to help save souls, but to awaken to that, right? So you can't save everybody. It's a choice. Like, if people want to hold on to greed, because that's all lower vibrational, you're not supposed to have, and that's what tests the pure souls. I'm sorry, not everybody gets to go, right? That's why only the pure souls get to go, right? You don't really know what people have done in past lives and things like that, if they've made it up, if they're out of time, how many times they've been repeating cycles over and over and over again, right? So that's what I mean, because these integrations that have been coming through should be advancing everybody. So you need to know, it doesn't matter if it's blood family, close friends you've had all your life or whatever, if all of a sudden they're getting, you know, pulled away, the separation is happening. Okay? You need to focus on you, love and light, releasing, letting go of anything that's heavy. You know, this is a time where everybody needs to get right, you know, by, you know, asking for forgiveness for any of the things, you know, being, you know, and just starting to create what you truly want and desire. That's why it's a very, very powerful time for creating what you want. But yeah, you reach this higher level of Christ consciousness. It's within the mind, right? Different levels. And that's how you raise, you know, and okay, I don't want me to explain too much. But yeah, so if you're feeling this feeling that you need to walk away from certain people, because that's where you're getting that guidance too. And what's not aligned for you anymore is going to fall apart. Like if you're surrounded by people that are constantly gossiping, talking ill upon others or bad upon others or just low vibrational, like you get a feeling. Like I almost get nauseous when I'm around certain situations. Like I have to walk away just because I don't feel good, because energetically, like it's toxic for me. I can't be around it. Right? If you feel bad eating certain foods, things like that, don't eat it. It's low vibration. You got to listen to yourself. And the more you do that, the more signs, synchronicities, messages, and things like that that you're going to receive, that you're going to get. You're going to be guided to where. But are you listening? Are you listening? Because yes, we do have free will, but you were never supposed to just shut God off and just live. You know what I mean? And people don't realize, they think, oh, I'm following the Bible. I'm following God, a divine source. No, you're not. You're supposed to always be being grateful and thankful and asking for help and that guidance, and then listening to your intuition. That's your connection. Most people go around not even realizing their intuition is shut off, because if you have hate and anger and resentment or fear, then you don't trust in divine source, God. You know what I mean? That's what people don't understand. All of this, and I know that they did all of this with oh my gosh. I can get very passionate. With, I don't even want to say it because I don't want it to get flagged, right? But the mass hysteria and fear and everything that they have created over the last couple years. Shut off the news, okay? It's part of the matrix. Do they put love and light on there all this? It's just like even the news feeds, like all of a sudden stuff will pop up, just tragedies, how a child... you know what I mean, to bring you down and things like that. Like, oh my gosh, it is so awful. And that's what I mean. You could be realizing that certain friends or just people. So when you start to be like, nope, I don't want to be around that, or I'm not going to watch these graphic movies that kill everybody. I'm not, because the movies that you're watching, the music that you're listening to, even the vibrational frequency, like I said, they've even weaponized the religion, certain churches, and the certain songs that you sing, the vibrational level that they play. This music, it is below the platform where it brings you down. And then you don't realize when you're constantly repeating things, you're doing spell work and things like that. Oh my gosh, right? Just like you don't ever pray away. You are connected with divine source energy, so you create with the creator. The I am. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm sorry, I just get very passionate, and I want everybody to wake up. Like, I would love to bring everybody with, but that's not what it's about. It was set into place for a reason. I mean, this is the rescue. This is the rapture. So you're going to be called to get guided away if you're one that's meant to. Because you have to make that choice with Creator. Your Savior is not coming to save you. That's why the saving is you saving yourself by accepting God, divine source, love in your heart. When you do that, divine is rescuing you, moving you away. But you have to listen. So when you're called to walk away from people, to let go of things, have that, you know it feels right. Like, do you feel good when, like, everybody's done this. I don't want to hear you haven't. Do you feel good when you talk bad about somebody? You talk about something painful that someone's going through. You may think that you're feeling remorse, like, oh my gosh, she lost her home, she lost her car, like, does that make you feel good when you're talking about that person and their downfalls? No, it doesn't. Yeah, you feel like you feel remorse for them by talking about it, but really you're feeling guilty for talking about it, because you are not supposed to be talking about another unless you are raising them up. So stop gossiping. Stop talking about people. Okay? Stop sharing things. Gossiping is of the devil. That low, dark energy. Don't be envious. Don't be jealous. Don't have fear. All of that is low vibrational energy. To get to this, to get to the new earth, to raise your vibration, to elevate up so you can ascend to the new earth, you have to be of high vibration. Us light workers, earth angels, starseeds, we have been setting the platform. We have been making it more attainable. We are the leaders that are guiding the souls to the higher timelines, right? So guiding to this channel, like I don't know how Source is going to use this. My platform has always been for the light workers, the chosen ones, the earth angels. They've been protecting me because of who I am, right? I, needed to have protection. So that's why, enemy has been after me ever since I was a little girl, right? So, yeah, I've been protected and things like that. But, like I said, the level, they've been able to use me by the level that I connect with, right? They get those messages and downloads, and then it goes like, why can't I say that? Like a domino effect or whatever. Anyways, what I'm getting at is like share the knowledge and things like that. Maybe you don't want to share the videos or things like that, but the things that I teach you or whatever, like even little things, like if maybe you didn't know that when you gossip and talking about others, even if you think that you are, it's just stop doing that. So maybe if you're around people and you say, let's not gossip anymore because that's that's dark devil energy to be gossiping or just it's not good to talk about others. Let's not do this anymore. Or you say, I'm not going to be a part of this. I don't gossip anymore. And you just stop. By you saying that to somebody, then you could be helping because then you're not engaging in it anymore. You're letting your friends know. And then maybe they're like, you know what? They're right. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about others. That is gossiping. That's not. No. Also, because when you're speaking things too, universe doesn't know. Now you're creating it. And that's what happened. That's especially like what they'll do is they'll share some bad news, some traumatic thing that happens. And now all of a sudden, hundreds, then thousands of people are talking about it. And now they're creating more of it. Right? So corrupted here. Oh my God. That's why it's not fair, and that's why instead of just destroying everything, I wanted to have a new earth to get the souls where we can try this again, right? The souls deserve to be saved. That should have never had their power taken away, that should be able to create their heaven on earth. That's why if you are here at this time, it's a very beautiful time to be here. It very much is. So you need to know that. You're going to get to create your heaven on earth. Everything that you want and desire. Just get to that high vibration. Walk away from and don't worry about what's going to happen to the souls that don't. Because you're going to the new earth, so you don't need to be here for all of this. End of times. Okay? All right. Okay. Wow. Very powerful. Thank you, Source. So, Ace of Swords. So you could be getting the clarity through this reading. So like I said, or I was starting to say that's on my platform starter. I don't know how they're going to use it all now. So if you're not very, very powerful, Starseed, Earth Angel, Lightworker, and you just found this, then this because you're meant to come across this path for an awakening. Right? And since I'm one that holds the light codes within me, I can activate you or activate the light codes within you just by you watching this reading because it's the tone of my voice, it's my magnetic energy. Different things, right? So it's really important if you do come in alignment with my readings, you should watch them completely. Even if you feel it's not your story. Because it's 28:18 on the clock as I say that because I give you different, energy, source codes, right? Those are codes to look for. Numerology is the language from the heavens. This universe has been filled with codes and keys to the universe for those who broke the matrix, those that didn't conform to the matrix because we're very, very powerful beings from the beginning that we always knew. Nope, we're coming to save us, so we are not going to be corrupted by the matrix. Those are the ones that are awakening and are stepping into power and we're reclaiming the power. Those are the ones that you want to listen to. We're your savior. We're your saviors here. We're the leaders. That's why I've been telling everybody, you got to go where you're feeling guided. A lot of you are being guided to go towards your powers of position. And you know what that is. When you're living in your true, authentic self, you're going after your passions, your desires. Source is moving you, guiding you. I already know where I'm feeling guided to move and to go. But like I say, I'm keeping it as like a surprise. in a way. But see, look, I was telling you, Source is guiding you. Look at those birds are pulling the boat. Now, you could get guided in certain ways. Everybody's been waiting for the reincarnation of Jesus to appear in the sky. No, it's not like that, okay? Sorry. How do you know that Jesus Christ himself is not already reincarnated here in another vessel? How do you not know that? So, listen to what I'm telling you, okay? You're going to be getting signs when you tune into the numbers, right? Often the first number that if you start to notice a lot of ones, that's like the first thing to grab your attention. When the universe notices that you're paying attention, that's going to give you more codes and signs and keys. Pay attention to symbolism. You see something twice, right? Which whatever it may be. You could have a spirit animal giving you a message to a sign. You could look up, like for instance, like say you all of a sudden you just see, let me just throw in the last thing. I've been seeing random shoes lately. Oh, look, there's a lost flip-flop. There's a lost tennis shoe. There's a what's with these lost shoes? You can look up that. Maybe since I brought that up, that's a sign for you, right? Or maybe you're walking by. One day I ran across a pacifier. I was like, oh, look at that. I wonder if that was a message for me. If you're ever questioning or answering if it's a message for you, then it is. And then I was walking a little bit further and I seen another pacifier. Yep. So you look up the symbolism behind a pacifier, things like that, and you can start to notice that when you're noticing things in synchronicities, it's the universe giving you those messages. The universe is very much alive. Earth, Mother Gaia, everything is source energy and is alive, right? So we are one with divine source energy. We are never separated. You're definitely guided. You're never alone. You've got so many angels and ancestors that are guiding you, that are helping you. But when you're in tune with the universe and things like that, you very much get guided to where you're supposed to be going. So pay attention to birds too. You could be getting a lot of messages and guidance from different birds, right? So yeah, you're definitely getting guided. All right, love came out in this reading. All right, guys, I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely feel free to subscribe to the channel, watch more readings, whatever you feel guided to. You can always like the readings too. That helps with the algorithms, right? It also does an energetic donation to me because all of my content is free. If you ever feel guided to donate, if you're able to, then I do have a link available on the bottom of all of my videos, but that's only for somebody that comes across that has you know, the money able to do that, you know, because that would help me out with getting more of my content and supplies and things like that. So but anyways, love and light to all of you. Bye guys.